What up, YouTube? It's your boy Drizzle, and we back. So today, we got another interview. This time with Showface News. Yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. Yeah, so this my man's channel right here. Go and tap in with Showface if y'all not tapped in already. He got dope content, and he go live pretty much on a daily basis. So if y'all new over here, hit the like and sub on the video. I would appreciate it. Continue to help me grow the channel. We almost to that 1K, man. And yeah, let's go ahead and get to this. All right, man, and we back in here with another one, man. Y'all see what it is? Got that boy Showface News. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. What it do, Show?
Salute, good.
Not much, man. I just want to say before we get started, bro, I do appreciate you taking the time out, man, giving me a moment of your time. I know you're a busy man, you feel me, letting me ask you a few questions.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Sure.
man, yeah. So for those who ain't tapped in as much, man, that don't know that much about you, where did you grow up at, Show?
Me, I grew up in South Jamaica, Queens, born and raised there. Yeah, pretty much was there since till I was like, I want to say 25, maybe. Then I moved to the South, so that pretty much sums up my life, pretty much.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So when you was out there at the time, man, what was it pretty much that you wanted to do when you was growing up? You had any other dreams before you got into the content?
Yeah, it started with basketball. I used to play sports a lot. You know what I'm saying? Used to be at the park all the time. Was in the CYO league. You know what I'm saying? I used to do basketball shit like that. So mostly was basketball till, late teens was more focused on music. So when you figure out the hooping ain't gonna work out, next thing is hip hop, rap. You know what I'm saying? So then it was rap. And I got tired of when I got tired of that, ended up on YouTube. So this was the last resort. Yeah.
Okay. I feel that I can relate. That sound like the same similar story.
Right.
All right. So what was it? What I guess when you realized that the hooping wasn't gonna work out?
I mean, by the time he was a senior in high school, at that point, I was just doing stuff. I was more focused on the music thing. So by the time I was probably 16, 17, I'm like, yeah, I'm more music driven now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay, so getting into that then, how did that go? How long did you do the music for?
Let's see, since 20, I want to say 09-ish to then when I stopped it was like probably like I want to say like 2021-ish, 2020 maybe. As far as like recording and stuff, yeah, around there.
So how was that going? Did you get any real traction from that? Like, were you able to
travel
or anything?
I definitely got traction. I performed, wasn't signed to nobody, obviously, but I got collaborations with like Tragedy Gaddafi, Milkbone, who used to be signed to Naughty by Nature. I actually got shouted out by Naughty by Nature. I got shouted out by a lot of rappers. Supernatural, the person who holds the world record for longest freestyle. I know a lot of people, so I got into make a lot of connections through the rapping. I did a mixtape back in like 2013 that had like 3,000 downloads in the UK and stuff like that. So it wasn't bad, The Instagram was popping at the time too. So yeah, it wasn't really that bad. I just got tired of it because it's just music. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So besides the hooping and doing music, was there any other like talents you realized that you had being younger?
I think I actually got talent from doing music. So because of the music, I feel like I got more promotional knowledge and know-how because if you want some self-made stuff, you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, put in your groundwork yourself. You ain't got nobody backing you. You ain't got nobody distributing. That's all you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I grew a marketing mindset due to me just being a self-made rapper pretty much.
Okay, for sure. I could dig it. All right, man. Digging into your personal life a little bit, man. Not too much, but we on here show talk about too much family, too much. At least I don't. When I'm tapped in, you be all content. You got any kids, man?
No kids. No kids. No. Man, don't got no kids. That's my all. Eventually, but I'm the type of person where you gotta have everything right first. Like I don't want kids growing up in no struggle type environment situation because too many people is doing that. They just having kids, but they don't got no plan for the kids. It's
Yeah.
unplanned stuff, so I don't like doing that. But if I do have kids anytime in the future, I want to make sure everything is right financially, especially. So if that, but yeah, that's definitely by choice. I ain't got no kids right now though.
All
No.
right. All right. All right. So, all right. You say you did the music thing. No kids. So, what led you into getting into the content?
Okay, so that actually came from, I really want to say the music aspect, but I tended to see news and stuff, and then I wanted to just report on it. It really started at random. Like I never planned on doing it; it just happened. I
Okay.
just randomly started doing the content, and people was rocking with it. Now, the crazy part is the first thing I started vlogging on was like battle rap and stuff.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was for a little period, with different battle leagues, doing vlogs and stuff like that. Block City for one out there in Jersey. I was out there and stuff. So I did vlogging for them at first with the battle rap stuff, and I got to a lot of people to notice me off that. But then slowly I just came to pure hip hop content, pure urban content, just focusing on the culture. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it started.
Okay, yeah, that was gonna be one of my next questions. What was your earlier content, or have you always just been doing like the reactions? Okay.
Mhm.
So man, I just found out before we started this that you've been on YouTube since '09, man. You over
Yep.
10 years in this thing. So
Yes, sir.
and also this ain't your first channel.
Not my first
So
channel. No.
yeah, if you don't mind speaking on that, man, what happened with your original channel? You said you had that one booming initially.
So the story behind that was, well, it was on the verge of booming for sure because it had just started getting like some real views, like
Okay, okay.
30,000 views. It was starting to gain some traction, but what happened was somebody had stole an entire video from me, low key, like verbatim repeating everything I said just because I made the video, right?
That's
So
wild.
what happened was I went to YouTube and reported the video. So I reported the video, boom, cool, everything good. They removed the video. But then the person re-upload the video again. So I report the video again. They gonna tell me I'm lying. I said because I lied, they gotta terminate the channel. I'm like, what?
That's
Crazy.
crazy.
YouTube is wild. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
lost the channel.
Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I got you good.
Oh
Now
no, I
go.
was gonna say that was a thing that I had questions and I was skeptical on before I even started doing the reaction channel because I was like, I was wondering if it was gonna be a thing reposting other people's footage. But then as I started seeing other reaction channels and how people react to the content, then I was like, okay, well I guess it's a thing. But you just saying that like somebody just pretty much stole your material.
Yeah, but then with YouTube, you gotta prove it's stolen. But because I guess what happened was I deleted the video and then reported it, and they said, "Oh, you ain't got the video no more, so you lying." You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations where,
Oh, okay.
oh well, proof is you ain't got the video no more, so it's not your content no more, which is crazy. But then that's the reason why they terminated the channel. So of course, I'm upset about it. So a couple months later, I just made this channel, the Showface News channel, back in 2019. And
Okay.
everything from there was straight urban culture. First video I did was I believe it was on T.I., I think, saying whether he was a rat or not because of things he did in the past, Crime Stop and stuff like that. So that's what the focus of that channel ended up being. It was more reactional, more urban culture based.
Okay. I want to say I was just watching some stuff on YouTube the other day, and it went off, and I'm in the middle of doing something, and just randomly one of your I guess older videos popped up, and
Mm-hmm.
you were on there, and I guess you were doing a live explaining to your chat as to why you were by yourself now,
Mm.
and I don't know what happened with that. I'm just seeing that video. So I mean, if you don't mind speaking on it, what
So yeah,
happened with
so
you and,
so
and
they
the co-host you used to have?
oh yeah, so about that situation, let me just say this, right? Basically, you just have people, that you try to help with content and put them, bring them along, but they not ready to do the stuff that you're trying to do. Let's put it like that. Like you might think that certain people want to do what you're trying to do, but they really not. All right, everybody don't got the same drive, the same work ethic, or etc. So that turned into a situation that to basically, someone might paint you as the bad guy because for some reason in their head they feel like you did them wrong, but you really didn't do anything wrong. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they don't see no progression because they're not putting in the pain and the work, and they mad at you because you didn't help them apparently, but really you got to help yourself at the end of the day. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get that.
So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
one of those entitlement issues, I would say. So
Okay.
that's what happened with that. So I'll explain to people like, look, it's a one man show. This won't be happening again. Dot dot dot. But even that situation got bad because again, people get mad. People start saying stuff that they can't prove, and of course, rumors and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, my channel only doubled and tripled in size since the departure. I'd say that. That's about it.
That's what's up, man.
Right.
Um. Okay. Well, you kind of went over this already, but just get into how do you feel or about? Well, I guess you didn't already broke it down. I was gonna say, how do you feel about these other content creators out here
Ah.
biting, or you feel like taking your style? Like I said, we be tapped into
I
the
mean,
Discord, or I see certain messages. I ain't gonna put no names up there unless you want to. That's up to you. But
I'm
yeah,
not putting nobody's name
I
in
know
it,
you
but
feel a
I'm
certain
just
way
saying.
about some people, but how do you feel about that?
I mean, it just shows that I'm doing the right things. Honestly, the only issue with biting is you can't claim you made something that you stole. That's the only thing I'm with. Like, people are gonna always do that. As long as you probably people looking at, I've seen it plenty of times. It's been happening. You creative, you got your own thing. You real innovative. People are gonna copy it no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So people are always gonna copy. That's how
Uh,
things happen.
yeah, man. All right, so yeah, man. If y'all been tapped into the interview all the way this far, I appreciate it. Hit the like and sub on the video if y'all not subbed up already. Look, we ran into some minor technical difficulties. Shout out the show. He got back on the line, man, and let me finish asking him a couple questions. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the rest of that in here, man. And yeah, let's go ahead and get back to this. So you say you had started off, you wanted to do the acting. What brought on the acting bug? Or the comedian? I'm sorry, comedian.
Comedian, but I've always been funny. Like since I was a kid, I was always funny. So people was always laughing. So that was one thing I always had was the comedian factor. So even nowadays, people say you should do stand up and things like that. So you never know, I might do stand up one day.
No,
Might do
okay.
it. Yeah.
So did you go to college?
Nah, that was only in high
No.
school. I didn't even touch college. I didn't even want to go to college. First off, the reason I didn't go to college is I didn't have no desire to go there. I know plenty of people who went, but college ain't for me. It wasn't my calling. I didn't go to college.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And with your channel, I see you get a lot of traction right now with a lot of the Drake topics and what's going on with that, and with him becoming such a big topic with the battle and all that now. Um,
Mm.
well, why is it that you have such strong takes against Drake? Is it something personal that you don't like, or you just never care for his music?
Well, the thing is, right? I mean, it's a strong topic because everybody wants to see him fall, right? I mean, look, here's my take on Drake. Uh, I don't necessarily think Drake is like a terrible, terrible artist or anything, but he don't make his own music neither. So I look at him as a thief. I think he's a POS. I don't like the guy. I think he's a Geppetto. That's just how I look at it, man. And I do keep doing the content because people want the content. I could do other content. Like last night, I did a live, and it had several different topics. Yeah, we talked about Drake for a little bit, but I talked about Cameron, Cat Williams, 50 Cent, Joe, but I got to other topics. So I'm only doing it to utilize the algorithm. That's what the algorithm is asking for. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. But I mean, honestly, truly, I think he a POS, but I also think a lot of people is just as bad as Drake or worse. So there's
Yeah,
that.
I feel it. And with Toronto being so close over your state, how do you feel with it, with the consensus seeming as if New York rock with Drake?
I'm gonna tell you the reason behind that. So the thing about it is New York originally hated everybody that wasn't from New York that was rapping. They hated the South, they hated the West, they hated the Midwest. They hated anybody who was rapping. I mean, when the Bronx first created hip hop, they ain't want niggas from Queens rapping. They want nobody from Brooklyn rapping. Said, "Oh, this is our stuff. Y'all can't do it." So they had battles back then over it. So as soon as it expanded from New York, it was just a New York thing. When the West Coast started doing it in the 80s and whatnot, we had Tim Dog who would disrespect the West, talk about burning NWA, Jerry Curls, and all that. So it always from the old school New Yorkers, they
Yeah.
hated out of towner rappers not from New York. So to see Kendrick to me is like them seeing Tupac again. Because remember, Pac did this to East Coast because he thought people shot him right
Oh,
at Quad Studios and all that. So a lot of people carry that hatred that they had for Pac on to Kendrick because Kendrick reminds them of Tupac. That's what it is to me.
uh, so pretty much they were just looking for. They were just hoping the West caught a L.
Oh, yeah, like, oh, this nigga think he Pac. Yeah, get this nigga out of here, man. That's pretty much what it is, bro.
Damn. Yeah, yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Well, man, y'all getting it from one of New York's own. So, hey,
There you go.
y'all got you go tap in with Showface and highlight him about it.
For real
Nah.
though.
All right. So, how you feel about podcasting? Like, you just content with just doing your regular YouTube content, or how would you feel like about
I
podcasting,
mean,
or like being like on a panel with like say three or
I've
four other people?
I've been a guest appearance on people's stuff. My only issue with that is like it gotta be the right people though, you know. You may not fit in with a certain crowd. I'm gonna just say that. I feel like a lot of the podcasts be the same old, same old. It ain't really that much different from others. Like they be trying to keep it safe and all this nonsense, but I'm not on that. I mean, I've actually done in the past, like probably good 3-4 years down the line where I had a whole panel of people and stuff. But that don't last too long anyway, because it's the consistency. But as far as doing that though, like just doing that type of thing, I ain't really been looking at it. I've been looking more so just expanding myself as far as content is concerned, because I'm really just a breaking news. I'm not really a reactor per se. I'm just somebody who gives perspectives, commentary, and news. Pretty much that's how I do it.
Okay, I feel it.
Yeah.
You watch any podcasts?
I watch Joe Budden podcast. I watch quite a few people. I watch Gillian Wallow from time to time. I watch people. I watch people.
Oh, okay.
The homie Math. I kind of know Math though, so I watch Math every now and again. So I watch everybody
So you do tap
every
in
now
with
and
Joe.
again.
So yeah, so you wouldn't do like something like a Joe Budden type style podcast?
I mean that's
Like
not.
he in
I'm
there
not against it.
with
I'm not against it.
with
I'm
the
not
boys.
against that. I'm not
Oh,
against
okay.
that. In the future, maybe. I'm not against it though.
Oh, okay. All right. So pretty much like where you see your channel going from here, or do you plan on expanding or anything? I know or like doing any other content besides like the just the reactions.
Well, I'm thinking about doing Twitch soon. Start doing some IRLs and being funny with that. See where that go. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
getting outside with it, doing a little IRL streams. I think that's the next step I'm willing to take. I think that's a good step forward, to be honest.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see a lot of that starting to boom right now. I've been thinking about doing a
Yeah.
lot of that, starting to do that too, to incorporate some of that and what I'll be doing and start getting out, moving around and shit. Well, shit, is anything else you want to let the people know, man? Or you got anything you want to promote before you get up out of here?
Listen, man, I might be dissing a creator soon. I mean, look, all I'm gonna say is this: it might sound crazy, but a lot of people on YouTube can't rap with me, man. They really don't want to rap. But I'm just saying, you might be seeing a diss track soon to certain someone, and I dare them to diss back. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, well, shit. Hey, you heard it here first, man.
That's all I'm
Some
gonna
stuff.
say, bro.
All right. Well, shit, man. There's been another one with your boy. It's the Showface News. And until the next time, it's your boy Drizzle, and I'm up out of here.
Salute.